Hello students, today we are going to discuss the prefix we are used in the alkane cells. Okay. Now while writing the structure or while writing the name of the organic compound, most of the students are confused in using the prefix. The prefix used in the alkane series are N, iso, neo, secondary, tertiary. Okay. So as most of the students are confused, particularly in the case of the iso and the secondary. Okay. So now today I will try to explain all these prefix with suitable example. Okay. So let us start with the first prefix we use is N. N means normal. N means normal. So when the prefix N is used, particularly N is the prefix when we use when we have the alkanes are appended as a straight chain. Straight chain. In case of the straight chain alkane, we can use a prefix as N. Okay. For example, suppose you have the continuous carbon chain like this way. So when you consider a straight chain alkane, what happens in the straight chain alkane? In the case of the straight chain alkane, there is a no carbon. There is a no carbon attached to more than two carbon atom. More than two carbon atom. So look here, suppose I consider these are the 5 carbon. So if you try to identify this carbon, so this carbon is attached to only one, this carbon is attached to 2, this carbon is attached to 2, this carbon is attached to 2, and the first and last carbon are attached to only one. Means in case of the normal, there are only two type of the carbon, primary and secondary. So we know that primary means which is attached to only one, secondary means which is attached to. Suppose I have to write the name of this. Suppose I have the such type of the alkanes. Okay. As it is made up of the continuous carbon chain and there are the 6 carbon, so it is a normal, and for normal I use the prefix as N. So it is N-hexane. So it is N-hexane. So similarly, suppose I have to consider the compound like this way. Suppose I have to write the name of this compound. Now, first is that it is a continuous carbon chain. Okay. So no carbon is there which is more than attached to more than 2 carbon atom. So it is N. Total number of the carbons are 4. So it is a butane. From the butane, one hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine. So it is a butyl. And the prefix we are using is a chloride. So it is a N-butyl chloride. So like this way, from the alkane, you can consider the derivatives of the compounds. Okay. Suppose I have to consider this compound. So remember, so when you consider the prefix N, one thing you again remember that generally the prefix we are using is 3 and more than 3 carbon. Suppose I write the name of this compound, it is again N-butyl alcohol. Because when you consider the 3 carbon, in the case of the 3 carbon, these 3 carbon are there. So the 3 carbon can be written as like this way. So therefore this type of the branching is only possible, and therefore you can use a prefix from 3 or more than 3 carbon. So like this way we consider the first prefix as N. Right? Now we go for the next prefix we use is the iso and the secondary. Iso and secondary and the tertiary. Out of which first I consider the prefix, that is the iso and the neo. When we use iso and when we use the neo. So for which we consider the branched chain alkanes. Branched chain alkanes. What happened in the case of the branched chain alkane? So what are the branched chain alkanes? Branched chain alkanes are the alkanes in which one carbon, at least there is one carbon which is attached to more than 2 carbon atom. Which is attached to more than 2 carbon atom. Suppose there is a possibility like this way. Suppose I consider here, look at it. So if you consider this here, this is the primary carbon, it is a primary carbon. This carbon is a secondary because it attached to 2. But this carbon is now attached to 1, 2 and 3, so this is the tertiary. So according to our condition, if there is one carbon which is attached to more than two carbon, so it is a tertiary. So in this case what happened? It is a primary, this is secondary. Now this carbon is attached to 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is a tertiary. Sorry, it is a quaternary. It is a quaternary, not tertiary, because it has to 4. So it is a quaternary. Okay. So like this case, we have to use a prefix. And in this case, we use two types of the prefix. First is the iso and the second is the neo. So when we use iso, actually iso means same. Iso means same or similar Iso means same or similar. Look at, when you consider the definition of the isoalkanes, in the definition of the isoalkane, when there is one methyl group, CH3 is called as a methyl. So when there is a one methyl group attached to the second carbon of continuous chain, when there is a one methyl group attached to the second carbon of the continuous chain. So what happens? So when there is one methyl group is attached on the second carbon, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, this is second carbon. So when there is one methyl group is attached on the second carbon, the condition is now like this way. Okay, there is only one methyl group, there is not two methyl group. So here this condition is actually iso, because this carbon is attached to two methyl which are same. So it is also called as iso. Okay, and when there is a two methyl group on the second carbon, look at what is meant by neo. In the case of the neo, there are the, now I write the definition of the neo here, when there is a two methyl group, on the second carbon of the continuous chain, then at that time we called it as a neo. So I write here, what are the neo alkanes? So when there are two methyl group attached on second carbon of continuous chain. So here, when there is a two methyl group attached on the second carbon of the continuous chain. So what happens when there is two methyl group is attached on continuous chain? So I completed the condition. So carbon is now attached to the 3-methyl group. Now carbon is attached to the 3-methyl group. Here carbon is attached to the 2-methyl group. So in this case it is a iso, and in this case it is a neo. Suppose I will write the complete formula. So it is like this way. So look at what is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is isohexane. Similarly here, suppose I will be completed the total valency of carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it is a neoheptane. 7 means heptane. So like this way, iso, when there is a one methyl group on the second carbon, means iso have this condition, that you remember. What is a neo? When there is a two methyl group on the second carbon, so this is a neo. Now let us write the example in the case of the iso and the neo. So let us consider the example. So how we write the derivative of the compounds from the alkane cells. Suppose I have to consider this compound. So what is the name of this compound? First we try to write the name of this compound. Okay. Now look at, carbon is attached to two methyl group, and or there is a one methyl group on the second carbon, so it is iso. So as it is iso, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is isopentyl alcohol. So it is isopentyl alcohol. Similarly, suppose I write if I write NH2, you know that when there is NH2, it is amine. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane, but it is again carbon is having this condition with the 2 methyl. So it is iso. Again it is isopentyl amine. It is isopentyl amine. Suppose I consider the condition of the NEO. Remember, in the NEO condition, carbon must be attached to the 3-methyl group, and when the carbon is attached to 3-methyl group, it is a NEO. So it is a NEO. I have to write the total number of the carbon: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a NEO. 6 means hexane, so it is a neohexyl alcohol. So it is a neohexyl alcohol. Right? So now I think now you understand the difference between the iso and the neo. Suppose I have to write a compound. Suppose I write a compound like this one. So we try to name this compound: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a neo pentyl chloride. So you understand, in the case of the neo, the total number of the carbon for the neo must be the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then it is a neo. Okay. So this is the condition of the neo. It becomes iso. In the case of the iso, suppose this is the condition of the iso. When it is iso, it has carbon is with the, like this way, 3-methyl group. Carbon is the 2-methyl. So these are 3 carbon is at least minimum condition for the iso. Okay. So iso and neo, now you understand. Now we go for the next term, that is secondary and tertiary. Most of the students are confused in these two terms, the secondary and the tertiary. So secondary and tertiary is actually secondary indicate it is a type of the secondary carbon, and tertiary indicate it is a type of the tertiary carbon. The one thing is clear: secondary means it is a type of the secondary carbon. Secondary, from the secondary carbon we can consider the SEA, secondary, and tertiary carbon from which we can consider as a tertiary. Right? So as it is a secondary carbon, it is a secondary carbon. So look here, when the carbon is a secondary, when it is attached to, when the carbon is a secondary, when it is attached to the secondary carbon. Chlorine is attached to the carbon which is attached to a secondary carbon, like this way. Okay. Suppose I completed this like this way. So I have to write the name. So it is secondary. Now carbon is attached to, chlorine is attached to carbon which is attached to 2. So it is a secondary. So it is a secondary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a secondary pentyl chloride. Right? So when it is like this way, suppose I have to consider again one more. Suppose I have to use alcohol. So like this. Look at hydroxy is attached to the carbon. That carbon must be secondary. Remember, it is tertiary, then we have to use the prefix tertiary. So hydroxy group is attached to carbon which is attached to 2. So it is a secondary 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a secondary butyl alcohol. It is a secondary butyl. Now we go for the tertiary. Now in the case of the tertiary again, whatever your functional group is there, that functional group is attached to the carbon. That carbon is a tertiary. If it is attached like this way, it is 1 and 2. It is not a tertiary. If I have to consider here carbon, then it is a tertiary. So now CH3, CH3, CH2 and CH3. Okay. So now halogen is attached to carbon which is attached to 3. 1, 2, 3. So therefore it is a tertiary, and I can write use a prefix as a tertiary. Remember, that is the difference between the neo and tertiary. So it is a tertiary. For the tertiary I may write T. Tertiary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a tertiary pentyl chloride. It is a tertiary pentyl chloride. Suppose I consider one more example is like this. Now amine is attached to carbon which is attached to 1, 2, 3. So it is a tertiary. So it is a tertiary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it is a tertiary hexyl amine. It is a tertiary hexyl amine. So like this way, when you consider the secondary, in the case of the secondary, the functional group must be attached to the carbon that is attached to only 2, and when it is attached to 2, so of course here hydrogen is coming. So therefore we use the prefix as a secondary. And when the tertiary is there, halogen or whatever the functional group is there, that is attached to the carbon which is attached to 3, so therefore it is a tertiary. So like this way you can consider the prefix. These are very common prefix we are used in the alkane series, and from this example it is possible to write the name of, once you know what is a tertiary and what is a neo, then it is possible for us to write the proper name. And once you write the proper name, it is possible to write its IUPAC name of the compound and to also write the reaction. Okay, thank you.